Okay, let me see. Is the mic on? I think it is. For some reason the chat is not showing up. Not sure what's going on there. Let me see if I can refresh it. Refresh, maybe? Oh, I didn't mean to make that go away. Alright, we might just not have the chat. Fortunately. Oh no, okay. I'm having some issues, like, I keep pressing buttons. You are heard. Okay, awesome, thank you. I can hear you. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so the chat box is probably not going to be visible for some reason. That's something that I'll have to deal with later, but we are here. We are live. And let me see. So yeah, I did a pretty quick prep. This was very, I don't want to say rushed, but it was kind of rushed. So, start doing some washi tape here. I actually haven't used this washi tape before for sketches, but I was like, it makes sense since it's actually gridded. You could actually probably see more or less how crooked or not crooked it is. And, oop, I'm gonna move the gouache over there. My sleeve is getting stuck in it. Anyway, how are y'all doing? 'Tis like the last full week of December. Not December, January. You can see I'm totally not having issues with time lately. I had to cancel last stream because we've been stuck in a winter storm for like the longest time. No end in sight so far. But it was even sketchier then because I was just we got a lot of warnings to not be using, what do they say? Unnecessary things that use power, because otherwise it could overwork our power grid and we can end up losing power. So that's why I was like, yeah, maybe I won't stream. That seems like the wisest choice. Yeah, so it's been a little crazy. And I know several places are getting some really intense snow and ice storms as well. So for those who are out there, yeah, take care. Hope y'all are staying safe. We've only had one day of snow where I am. It wasn't much snow anyways. Yeah, that's how it started. Like, December happened, and it was like, there is snow here, and then it was like, ha, it's gone now. So it only lasted for a day, but then January hit, and then it was like, oh, haha. You thought the snow wasn't gonna come. Well, have snow till... Sheesh, I don't know. Dang it, did I remove... I think I got rid of my smaller washi. Oh no, here it is. It's certainly been a couple days. I haven't technically left a 1 mile radius since like January 9th. This has been a little bit stressful. Hard to get. I mean, the cabin fever has been real, so I'm glad I'm able to stream at least today because it's a nice way to still kind of get some socialness in. Here, that's gonna be a lot squarer. That's fine. And, okay, I don't need the scissors anymore. So this is my first time that I'm gonna be working in gouache with this without priming it. I would, use gesso, but my gesso was super old and it, applied very unevenly in it, so I didn't love the way it looks, so I'm just gonna risk it and see how Oh, it's gonna take gouache. It might, like, destroy the paper, but, you know, happy accidents and whatnot. And I'm just gonna do some studies. Nothing too... I don't know, just trying to keep it simple, because my brain is a little bit fried. I luckily have gotten quite a few commissions this month, so I'm grateful for that. But also my creativity brain is a little bit fried. I'm just gonna do some cloud studies. Music is still going, I think. Very quiet. Right, so you usually just want to start with a bigger wash, I guess. I got my sketchbook on December 21st, and I somehow have already finished it. Oh, that's awesome! It's always nice to... I think having a full sketchbook, a finished sketchbook, is, like, really cool in the way that... I don't know, it's just, nice and contained. Like, I know some of the easier ways would be to, in some cases, to have, like, loose pieces of paper, but I like that when it's, like, on a book, and you can just, like, look at it. Alright, so I'm gonna use this... I don't have the reference loaded up right now, but it's gonna be kind of purplish, bluish. We'll see. Hey, Orcspit! How are you doing? We'll see how this pans out. Is this the right brush? Yeah, I guess this is the best brush so far. My bigger brushes are a little bit older, and they're on the cheaper end. I am well. Ice finally thawed. Ooh! Not gonna lie, a little jealous. We have a nice fresh coat of ice right over, I want to say like 6 inches of snow, maybe like 8. So not heading out anytime soon, unfortunately. You want to leave the house at some point. I think I might just go on a walk or something, trudge through the snow. I actually experienced mild frostbite recently because I was out. I had one hand with fingerless gloves because I wanted to be able to still use my phone. And then my fingers started to burn a bit. So now every time, and that was my left hand, and now every time I go out and it's still a little bit, how do you say, just cold in general, I notice that those start to burn a little faster than my other hand. It is certainly an experience. I don't know how people, gosh, like, because like, this feels like a Midwestern winter. Don't get me wrong, I've never been in the Midwest during winter, but I hear it's like very dry, very, like, they call it like dry snow, so it's like very powdery, and yeah, that's how it's been like here. This is like the coldest I've seen it get here. So yeah, good old climate change. Well, so far the paper's not completely. It's starting to warp a bit, but it's not scratching, so looks like things are gonna turn out okay. I actually haven't done gouache studies like this in a while. So I'm actually pretty excited. Actually, while I wait for that to dry, let me see. Yeah, we had to go out the day after it snowed. I was able to sweep the snow off the car because it was all powder. Yeah, right? It's so bizarre. But, like on one hand, it's handy. But on the other hand, it's just, like, it's so weird how it, like, compresses. Yeah, so this was my last moleskin that I had that I actually tried to do gouache. It was, like, at the very end. I kind of wish I did more gouache through it, so... I was in... What year was this? I don't have a date on this or anything. Let's see. Oh, 2020. So, yeah, 4 years ago, I did this. So hopefully I'll be able to achieve some sort of look to it. And I guess I could start going with the darker colors already. I can't remember if this is black. What I have right here is black or Payne's gray, but we're going with it, I guess. Our snow pretty much just turned into ice, and Monday was MLK Day, so we had Monday and Tuesday off school, and then happened to get sick, so I missed Wednesday too. Ah, that's always like so hard, because then, yeah, you're like, oh, I missed school, now I have to catch up, and oh no, now I'm sick. Dang. Well, glad you're recovered. Been seeing a lot of birds recently. We don't have any like real bird seed, but we have a lot of grain, so we've been tossing it out to the birds. We saw these huge quail the other day. It was like a couple. They were very cute, very round. I guess like the positive part of having snow outside right now is that it reflects the light off really well, so we have decent lighting right now. How does gouache differ from acrylic paint? Oh, because it's so it's like water-based rather than, I mean, like, I don't know, acrylic is like, it has like plastics in it, doesn't it? So when it dries, it's like, acrylic is like solid, right? You know, like you can't like mix it in, whereas gouache is similar to watercolor that you can like reactivate it. So it's like a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing that I like about it is that it's less messy, because like using acrylic, you can use acrylic on sketchbooks and stuff, but it's kind of, I don't know, intense, at least for me, and it's more cleanup. Whereas gouache, sorry, my voice is dying. Whereas gouache, it's a little gentler on it, and then I like that it's just more opaque than watercolor. I've never seen a quail. Ah, no, they're very cute, especially in the winter. They're very round. We were house sitting once, and they intentionally would feed the quail, and there's so many of them. There's little round guys, very cute. All right, I'm gonna go grab the, what do you call it? The hair dryer. I'm gonna bring the hair dryer with, I mean, the sketchbook with me. Ever so slightly drawn. We only have like cardinals and stuff like that. Oh yeah, see, like I don't think I've seen a cardinal in real life. It's a lot of blue jays. But yeah, no, cardinals look really cute. A little. Okay. Might as well just start working on the one on the top then. Let's see. We could do orange, maybe stick with the same colors so it doesn't get completely. I should go lighter than that. Hi, Tanks Turkey. Welcome. Oh, I should clamp this down. Just realized that. Come on, paper. Work with me. Never heard of Has Been Hotel? I have. Yeah, I did hear that it has it. It's not quite my cup of tea, But yeah, no, exciting for everyone that it was like an indie show that turned into it got like an actual like pilot with a company. Do I have purple? I don't think I have purple. I'll have to make purple. See. Now, which blue is the question? I'll go with the darker one. See if that works. Okay. The music is really good, and some of the voice actors have been on Broadway and stuff like that. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, so that their budget must have been like way better than when they started. That's awesome. It's starting like to pick up some of the pigment on the back right now. Definitely have to be a little bit more modest with the layering on this paper. Now, okay. Have a pinkish up here. And make this a little bit darker. Hi, Bandit Cat. One of my favorite Broadway actors, Alex Brightman, voices two of my favorite characters. Ooh, two. It's always impressive when voice actors do more than one character in a show, and sometimes like you don't know until after, and you're like, oh. Probably move to a round brush, I guess. Let's see. Number 6. Maybe number 8. Number 8, yeah. Yeah, the trickiest thing with gouache is that it always dries. The lighter colors dry darker and the darker colors dry lighter. So it's a little tricky, especially if there's like a color you made and you're like, oh, that's a good color. And then you're like, now I have to make more. It's hard to match it because it's difficult to anticipate what it's gonna look like. Well, thanks for stopping by. I hate remixing paint. Alright. Oof. Yeah, I'm like really bad at just doing one huge batch. Technically you're supposed to, at least like with gouache, you're supposed to be using a palette knife. I kind of just do it with my brush, which is not good for the brush, but it is what it is. Don't always get the spicy advice on painting, because I definitely cut corners that sometimes should not be cut. That's interesting. On the camera, it's looking like way darker. I've noticed too that even with screen recording, sometimes when I'm like making art digitally, it makes the colors a lot more saturated. I forgot there were supposed to be mountains here. Whoops. Got a little carried away. Tree. Apparently green is a very hard color for encoders to handle. Oh, that's so interesting. I wonder if that has anything to do with, like, green screen as well. I don't know. Just throwing things out there. Alright, throw some gray, I guess? Make it a little lighter. Not like exactly following the reference I have, but you know, more or less. Fake mountain range. Next stream might be on a Monday instead of a Sunday. We'll see how things pan out. Unfortunately, my arm is still giving me a little bit of trouble because I haven't been able to like completely take a break from art, but it's definitely better than it was last time. It's starting to look like something. Hey, Catman. Thank you. Looking like very foggy on the screen. I mean, on the camera, but we'll see. Yeah, like the black is starting to get... Ooh, I should have put a piece of paper under here. Let me get one. Might be too big. Let's see. I don't want to add too much water to the paper beneath it and warp that as well. Kind of forces it to lift a bit. And maybe go more pages in. Okay. Alright, Mike is back. Okay. Maybe focus more on this while this dries. There's a lot of light purples in this. A little tricky to make with this, but... when in doubt, add more white, I guess? I don't know. Okay, that's not quite what I was looking for. More white. Okay, that's looking a little sharper there. Those one up here is just clouds, so we'll see how it ends up looking. Might just look like a little abstract painting. Yeah, the white just melted away. Alright, try to do another coat. Another coat of the I think it's Payne's Gray. Mystery color. Oh, it looks really dark in the on the screen, but it's actually quite light. I've seen a lot of they look like robins, but I don't know if they're robins because I'm like, shouldn't robins have left for winter? Yeah, they have little orange bellies, but usually they have white on there too. I tried to look for an identification, but the only one looks similar, but not quite. Had like a weird name, like a... It started with like a TH. Alright, so we've got the little splotchies in the air. More contrast. So they sell acrylic gouache, which is technically just acrylic paint. I don't know why they call it acrylic gouache, but maybe... But yeah, that one is like a really smooth acrylic. It's very expensive though, but I see a lot of people use it. And because it comes with so many colors, it kind of makes me think of, you know, like Copics have like a bunch of colors, and so you have to like buy all of them. But yeah, when I was taking painting classes, my art teacher was like, you don't need to buy all the colors, you can just mix them yourself if you have these colors. Because it's interesting, because some, depending on what pigments they're made out of, some can be very expensive. Alright, I want this to be more pink than what it is. Probably gonna give it another pass with the hairdryer. Alright. I think if I can reactivate this pink. I have no idea where this pink came from, but it's on my palette, so... see if we can bring it back to life. A little bit peachy, but... I think these are two different colors. I don't know what's going on. I guess, oh, it started to scratch the paper. I think I diluted my paint too much. That's the problem with reactivating gouache rather than just painting out of the tube. Although sometimes the tube can also be a bit dry, so it's not necessarily a guarantee. But we shall fight through the ugly stage. Yeah, it's gonna get darker. And with gouache, sometimes you're like, we'll fight through the ugly stage, and then you never get out of the ugly stage. But in some cases you do. Yeah, I think I put way too light of a color in the base. Payne's gray. Come do your stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna see if I can mess with the camera quality. Not sure if that's any better. It looks less intense. Alright. That's still quite wet. Gonna give it another pass. Yeah. I think I'm gonna try to put an outline on it, but I'm gonna have to wait for it to dry a little bit more. I'm not quite getting the contrast between the hills and the sky. Let's see. Not very dark. It's not very pigmented. Well, we'll see. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that worked a little bit. Put some small highlights. And then here's, I'm gonna try to do, let's see if this works. Some little stars. Okay, I'm like minuscule. Probably get more. I don't want to dilute the paint too much. Because then it's just like I'm spritzing water and it'll make some... Okay, that's a little bit better. Let's see if it dries all right. Now we do have some stars in the mountain, but hey. Go over it with a little bit more gray. Alright, well, I'm gonna do the tape peel. I might still work over it, but at least get the tape out of the way. Let me remember what order I applied the tape on. Alright, so we go here. I definitely like left some paint flakes on my desk. I have to make sure to clean that up before it stains. I think I went this over. Yeah. This one might take some paper with it. Oh, no, that was the other way around. Okay, then this one. Come on. Oh no. Getting some of the paper. Right from the other side. Okay, not too bad. And last bit. I guess paint, like, is just sits on top of this type of washi versus this one because it like puts so much little like pigment everywhere. Okay, it's looking a little bit better now this tape is off. And let's see. I don't know. I'm gonna try to go over it with this, but see if it's a little bit runny right now, so I'm not a huge fan of using it. Okay, I think that's all. Might actually be a little bit too big, but that's okay. I used to use a gel pen, but I have no idea where that gel pen ended up. Alright, I think that about does it. Made it in 50-ish minutes. Actually not too shabby. I just wanted to see it in comparison to the other one I did. The other alternative thing that I could do also is, oh yeah, I didn't even use lines in this one. Cheat sheet. I can't remember if I painted out of the tube with this one. Not too... What's the other side? Oh, they just pasted stuff in the back. Yeah, I think I just used a giant brush with this. There we go. Well, thank you so much for hanging out, and I'll probably end up streaming next Monday instead of Sunday, but it could still be Sunday. Not 100% sure. Take care. Have a good, safe rest of your day as well as week. Bye.